Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on! Let's get nuts.
Test. All right, there we go. Jesus Christ. Fuck. We're good. No, I don't know. Like, the mic was actually not muted, but the program was I don't know, acting like a piece of shit. It's a good way to start a Monday. It's a good way to start a week, guys. That's what we do here, right? Jeez. Thankfully, though, because last time that happened, I had to, like, I restarted, like, the entire stream, man. I tell you what. God. Anyways, all right. Who's out there? What's going on here? Hello there, Scotty. What's up? We got Aaron Bailey here. I am jealous, Mattia. I'm jealous. You get to go see Ghost live on Wednesday. I've seen them live before, though. I saw them live in Vegas, and they put on a great show. Of course, it's a little different now. That was like 5-6 years ago. And we got Luke here. Been a while. That's good. Good to see you, buddy. Let's go ahead. Since the opening music, let's put that back on again. No? Man, technical difficulties. Let's go. There we go. Loyal subscriber right here. Juan? If I said your name right, well, thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Appreciate that. What's going on, Selena? We got Gerson right here. So there is not Snyderverse, right? Well, there is. It's always going to exist. Brian W. Media, what's going on, buddy? In a while. No. It's a good stream to jump back onto. What's going on, Jose? Yeah, phone's in the shop. Currently using a laptop. Well, hopefully, yeah. Well, good luck. Mute. I know, but this time it wasn't muted. It was frickin' Streamlabs, man. Hate that. What's going on, JD? How you doing? Hello, darling. Yes. Yep, it's definitely Monday, right? Jesus Christ. At least, there we go. How's it going, Steph? Good to see ya. Quick, act like you're trapped in a box. I know. Do like a mime thing. Just kind of do that whole thing and just... Sorry. That was my best miming right there. And yes, I do have my wine, by the way, too. It's right here. I should take a drink out of it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Scotty. Delicious. Don't spill it. That would make my Monday even better. What's going on there, buddy? How's it going, Daniel? It's your stream. Well, that's good. Well, thank you for coming back. You guys are awesome. It's going like that. I love you too. Accuracy. Yeah. Yep. Who else we got here? We got Cat right here. Yes, it's working. Thank God. Yes, hello to you. Nice shirt. I know, right? Had to wear it today. God. Still hurts. Still definitely hurts, man. So, but yeah, it's a good shirt. Somebody got it for me. And they're awesome for getting it for me. What's going on, Mikado? Sorry. How's it going? Yes. Let's see, who else we got here? I see Lane, you're out there too. What's going on, buddy? Man, I've been seeing your stuff, your videos, playing guitar and stuff. We got Rosemary here too. All right, 2 a.m. Look at you. Late night for you. That's pretty awesome right there. Anyways, guys, well, thank you for clicking in as per usual. Hopefully you guys are having a good Monday. I mean, I know it's Monday, so it sucks, but, what can you do? I think we're all right. I think we made it. We made it through another Monday. My Monday wasn't too bad, but I am working. I am working a pretty hefty schedule this week because I'm actually going away this weekend. I mentioned this yesterday on the Batman and Fanimated stream, but yeah, I'm going away this weekend. I'm going to Arizona. It's my cousin's 40th, so I'm going to be leaving Friday. So yeah, no vodka stream. I know, 2 non-vodka streams. What are you guys going to do? I know. What do I know now? But you'll be all right. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm going to be I'm working like extra hours with the day job this week, so it's getting a little hectic. But yeah, there's going to be no vodka stream this Friday again. I know, 2 weeks ago, also the same thing. But, it'll be nice to get out of the state, get out of California and go to an even hotter state. But still, it's going to be nice, see some family, going to be all doing that good. So, yeah, so now I'm just trying to make sure that everything's good with the day job. You live in Arizona? Oh, cool. Let's have a meetup. Let's have a fan meetup. No. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, you're going to run it? You're going to run it? You're going to run it, too? You're going to run it? Yeah. You could do it. If you want to host a vodka stream, you could be the temporary host, I know. You should really get out of the state. You really should. You and Jose, Nikki, can, I could give you the access, and you guys can run the whole ship into the ground if need be. But just kidding. Anyway, so yeah, so this week's gonna be pretty hectic because I'm gonna try to get a video that I want to post on Saturday. That it's been in my brain forever. It's going to be one of those like, hey, look at this. I actually put time and effort into a video. It's not just me talking into a microphone. It's actually going to be like, hey, I have this idea for a certain thing and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get it up by Saturday, which sounded really, really terrible. Hopefully I can get it up by the weekend. Zing. Yeah. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I'm healthy. I think I'll be all right. Anyways, okay. So now that I've turned this stuff like this, why is my phone going like crazy? I don't know. Yeah, we're good. Okay, just making sure. Sometimes when I get the emails, I'm like, is it YouTube? Oh yeah. No, we're good. Okay, we're good. So, anyways, all right, let's get to these tweets. It's Monday, so we got a lot of tweets to go through right here. So let's get to, always forget to turn that off. Let's get to these tweets. All right, it was just this past couple of days ago, it was happy birthday to George Carlin, man. George Carlin, so his daughter right here, wishing him a happy birthday and showing them eating bananas, which that's my favorite fruit. I don't know about you, but I eat bananas all the time. Love bananas, so cheers on the whole bananas. And I cannot wait to watch the new documentary from Judd Apatow. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait. So that was cool. And then there it is right there. George Carlin's American Dream. Coming May 20th. Here's a party napkins. I wish I could have this. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Yeah. Cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. If you guys know, you know. If you're a George Carlin fan, you know the significance of these dirty words right here. And then we got a cool little Batman shot right there. Yeah, that's right. Batman in Hong Kong, right? You guys check out Stephen Colbert's, his controversial article right here. Lois Lane was going to have Bruce Wayne's baby, and it was going to be awesome. That's right. Yeah, he wrote a whole piece on this. We talked about it briefly on last Friday's vodka stream, but check it out because it's Steven. He does his research. He has it. He puts it out there. A lot of people were praising it. Of course, there's always going to be the people. It wasn't going to be in the script, man. It wasn't going to be in the script. So what are you even talking about? It's like, well, okay, but at one point the idea was there, okay, and. To me, I was, when it came to this idea, I didn't like it either because there's just something that was like, oh, no, that's wrong. Bruce Wayne and Lois? What do you, no. I was like that too. Yeah. But at the same time, I started thinking like, hey, you know what? Maybe there's something fresh about this idea. And then, of course, messaging with Steven and him kind of talking about certain things and him like researching stuff and kind of sending me stuff like as he was writing. And I was like, hey, wow, there was that. Oh, shit. So check it out if you haven't already. I know it's controversial. Nobody wants to see it, but it's fun. It's a well-written. Yeah, it's a great article. It's a great article. Again, fictional characters. Fictional characters. That's what we got to remember, okay? Fictional characters. And then check this out. Yeah, that's right. Before I check out here, I'm gonna do a little secret stand-up. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a stand. That's my terrible Norm Macdonald impression. But apparently, Netflix is gonna have an hour-long special. Norm Macdonald's final stand-up special is coming on May 30th. Now, this is going to be something interesting and special because when it comes to this, I mean, just imagine. Norm Macdonald does not hold back. He does not hold back. I can only imagine what's going to be in this special. I mean, you know, Netflix maybe, I don't know if they censored any of it, but it's going to be interesting to see what he put in this special. You know, because nobody can cancel him. You can't cancel him. He is now dead. You can't cancel him. So kind of interesting to see what he ends up doing with this right here. Man, I can't wait. I'll be watching that for sure. Yeah, I can't wait for that. But it's just crazy. You know, it's going to be sad too. It's going to be sad. I'm sure I'm going to get choked up as well because I got choked up after Dave Chappelle's special where he said for Norm and it showed both of them. And I got a little choked up at the end of his special when he did that. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, 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 very interesting. Hey, Godzilla vs. Kong 2 is happening. That's right. They are still fighting. But hey, we're going to have Dan Stevens, who's going to be reuniting with, of course, Adam Wingard. That was announced too recently. But I'm just kind of going like, really? We're going to have them fight again? Are they just done? And then, yes, guys, I know. Yeah, when it came to that article, and I, of course, laughed because I was just like, oh, that's adorable. Scoopy Pants and the rap. If you guys, you know, if you subscribe to my Patreon, I really like, my last Patreon exclusive, I really delve into a lot of things. It was like a 40-minute little podcast, I guess you could say, but, you know. I laughed at the whole thing because it was like, oh, look at that, the rap and Scoopy Pants trying to do all that, trying to trigger, of course, the fandom with the whole bots thing. And, you know, I didn't want to do a separate video about it because I'm just like, you know what? Hey, suck it up, buddy. First off, suck it up. The fact that Zack Snyder won both of those Twitter awards, yeah. And, you know, if bots were used for a little bit of it, whatever, you know, I mean, that's something Elon Musk is trying to get rid of, right, apparently. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? They were, you know, when it came to this whole thing, the whole thing, I guess, you know, the Academy even said, like, no, it was supposed to be, they had the rules of, hey, 20 tweets per day, and some people did that. Of course, people did it a lot more because there's a lot of people that'll just... That's all they do all day is just like pound the keyboard and just like tweet with hashtags and everything like that. But I mean, you're talking about a fandom. First off, you're talking about a fandom that utilized a hashtag for like 3 years to get a movie released. I mean, of course, it was going to happen when it came to this. I mean, I think we've talked about that before too. That's what's funny about this whole thing. And if some bots were used, If something said that some bots were used, fine. But it didn't. I don't think that it was probably like a little small portion of it. And at the same time, the Academy was like, hey, you know, 20 tweets per day, whatever the hell. You know, but of course it did trigger the fandom, and I was like, oh, come on, guys. Nope, don't, because they want the engagement. I saw so many people tweeting out, you know, quote tweeting the article and everything, and I was like, don't do that. They want that engagement. They want it. But yeah, that's just, yeah. But hey, thank you, fellow robots. No, but, you know, don't take it personally, guys. It's whatever. And the sad fact of the matter is there's a lot of people that took it personally, and then all of a sudden there was infighting that happened. I saw on the timeline, which is why I just, you know, I kind of go like, don't take it too personally. It's not a personal attack. Laugh at it. We just got to laugh at this shit, guys. That's it. You got to laugh at it because obviously we know that, you know, Mr. Scoopy Pants is, he's a hater. But at the same time, he knew that when he, like, you know, whatever was used, I forgot exactly which software or whatever the hell was used to try to figure out the whole bot situation. Yeah, of course he was going to use that, but then they knew that they would trigger the backlash and the engagement and stuff like that, and they wanted that. That's where I'm just kind of going like, oh guys, don't quote tweet the thing, because that's what they want. But it's okay. Fellow bots, we did it. We achieved. Zack Snyder, technically, he has 2 Academy Awards sitting on my face. Remember that? Yeah. Grandma's Boy. Anybody? Okay. That's right. I said that. Anyways. Okay. Danger in Bertha. Danger. Hey, Spinal Tap 2 apparently is coming out. These all go to 11. Yeah. This was news to me. Apparently, according to Deadline, they are going to be doing a Spinal Tap Part 2. What the hell? I mean, apparently the original cast is coming back. Even Mr. Reiner is going to probably be directing it again. If you haven't watched the original, this is Spinal Tap. Do yourself a favor. It's not for everybody, but it's pretty damn hilarious. So, yeah, apparently that's happening. Pretty crazy. This was me on Thursday before I recorded like 2 videos and that 40-minute long Patreon exclusive. That's right. Hair, no product in the hair or anything. I was just like, all right, let's do this. And yes, I was wearing that shirt. Yes, I was wearing that shirt because I felt like, why not? Let's wear that shirt. And then, of course, I did the 2 videos that talked about Top Gun Maverick reviews, which are phenomenal. And then, of course, the video that was released by TMZ of Ezra Miller being arrested, which was, eesh. But hey, more to come when it comes to that. And then, of course, like I said, if you want to listen to that 40-minute long, ranty and in-depth, audio exclusive, go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon and listen to it. I thought this was great. Look at this art right here. If Deadpool was in the Multiverse of Madness, I love it. And apparently, and we'll be talking about that, is they considered it. And yes, guys, may he rest in peace. One of the greats, never really like a leading man actor, but, a character actor. And you know what? There's something about character actors that I respect even a little bit more because they live long. Character actors live long, man. Your Steve Buscemi's, your Stanley Tucci's, yeah. Those kind of actors, that are character actors. And Fred Ward was one of those character actors, The Right Stuff. Tremors, of course, was like the big one right there. I mean, when it comes to Fred Ward, I love Tremors. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. I could watch that at any time. But, yeah, may he rest in peace. And you know what? There's not a lot of people talked about Escape from Alcatraz. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. That's also a gem that I really love watching too with Clint Eastwood. It stars Clint Eastwood, but Fred Ward is one of the dudes that also escapes too. But Escape from Alcatraz, also a great movie that Fred Ward was a part of, but just numerous. You could just talk about so many roles that the dude's been in. But yeah, may he rest in peace. Fred Ward right there. Yep. And then look at this. Now we got Alan Ritchson. He's going to be part of Fast X. I don't know if he's going to any kind of relation to the O'Connor family. O'Connor family. Paul Walker's character. I don't know if it has any relation because Brie Larson. I have a feeling she's related to the Brian character. Paul Walker's character. I don't know if this guy, or maybe he could be related to Dominic Toretto because he's a big dude, big muscular dude, but it's just kind of funny because it's like, damn, they keep on casting actors that tower over Vin Diesel. That's right. I said it. Friday the 13th. So Deadpool movie, they tweeted out this, which is great. Good luck out there today. Of course, showing Miss Dominique. That's right. Showing the good luck that she has. And then there's Kevin Bacon, of course, saying so sad to hear about Fred Ward right there, and says, I will always remember chatting about the love of Django Reinhardt and jazz guitar during our long hot days in the high desert. Rest in peace, Fred. Yeah, it's a good shot right there. I just wish that there were they made sequels. The next one, didn't have Kevin Bacon, but it had Fred Ward. Tremors 2 Aftershocks, but man, did they have like a fucking excellent chemistry together. That's what made Tremors great, was the chemistry between Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon. That's what's so great about that movie. Not to mention, it's just like a low budget, freaky fucking worms under the ground with snakes as tongues. I mean, come on. It was great. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Kevin Bacon showing that. And then look at this right here. So Gotham Knights is happening. And apparently a little new behind the scenes of Gotham Knights may have revealed Batman's mask in the series. And to me, that just looks like a blue Battinson mask. I don't know what's going on with that. Can't tell you. And, hey, thank you. There it is. It's always delayed. I got to fix that delay. DJ for, 2 Aquaman and the Fast and Furious. Yeah, I'm going to mention that. There's a tweet where I talked about that later. But, yeah, thank you for the $2 super chat, sir. You're awesome. Everything helps out the pirate ship. Hopefully you checked out the Vodka stream where I had Andre, Nicotina, and Zebrafet Ryan talking about, of course, Project Justice League. We went through it. It was great. Absolutely fantastic. And, like I said, hopefully you've watched it. Donate. Part 2 is coming out. And then, of course, Eric's working on an entire different one. And we'll be talking about that when that comes out as well. I can't wait for this movie. I cannot wait for this movie. Black Phone, Ethan Hawke. That's freaky. I mean, if we have to start masking up again, I want to get this mask, okay, to freak people out. So if, mask mandates start coming out, if we go through another pandemic, I'm going to get a mask like that just to freak people out. And it was Robert Pattinson's birthday. That's cool. Val Kilmer posted this image right here from Top Gun showing everybody, showing the cast in their flight suits and uniforms and everything. That's cool. Look at this shit, guys. Look at this. A xenocycle. This is a xenomorph. It's a motorcycle. Holy shit. Crazy. That looks amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That thing's got to cost so much, but man, talk about just really cool. Yeah, really cool. Yes, and apparently people over the weekend were finally talking about Firestarter. I didn't see anybody talking about the Firestarter remake, and I thought about going to see it on Thursday, but I went, fuck it. I want to just kind of stay home and just relax and work on some things, write some things, and whatever the hell. And man, I tell you what, I'm so glad I passed it up. I mean, yeah, I could have just watched it on Paramount, but apparently it's just a complete shit sandwich. I have not seen one good review of the Firestarter remake. I feel bad for Zac Efron. It's poor guy. It's like, dude, you finally graduated to like playing a dad. Thank you, DJ. Again, would love to see Kevin Bacon and Ethan Hawke in a movie. Have they been in a movie? I don't know. I don't think they have. That would be pretty sweet. But thank you for the $2 super chat again. So, anyway, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go pay money to go see it because I was just like, no, I'm not. I can't even remember when I saw the Drew Barrymore version of it. But yeah, apparently it was really bad. It's really bad. And then speaking of video on demand, you could watch The Northman on video on demand, and please do so because that movie is fucking awesome. We got Fear Jason doing some cool little gifs right there. That's right. We got some cool art right here of Darth Vader. Like it a lot. And then, yes, guys, what is happening? Something happening? Oh, man, I love that David Ayer is just posting random shit like this. Oh, and on his Instagram stories again. It's not the only thing. Not the only thing that he posted right here, but yeah, he posted this little behind the scenes. Obviously, we could see Will Smith right there, and we see Mr. Scott Eastwood chilling right here as they're preparing a scene, and just putting a little things here and there, whatever. It's fine. And then this is cool. Any Pearl Jam fans out there? Apparently, their drummer tested positive for COVID the day that they were going to perform in Oakland. This is over the weekend. And then they invited this kid, a local kid who's like in high school or just graduated high school, to drum for them. And apparently he did very, very good. That's like that's everyone's dream right there. Like if you're a drummer, that's your dream right there. Apparently he did well. But how awesome is that? Jesus Christ. It's like your favorite band, you know all the songs, and you get pulled up on stage to perform with them. I mean, that kid just had the best night of his life right there. Great stuff. And then look at this. Speaking of David Ayer, like I said, he posted this right here. Footage. This is off the screen. Okay, so he's posting more stuff. Very much more stuff. Yep. You know, so there you go. More stuff from David Ayer right here. Hey, Mr. Jason McKenzie, what's going on, sir? $40 super chat. You were awesome. You made it. Thank you, sir. Maybe you got your wine with you. Cheers, sir. Ahoy, ahoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie from New Zealand. Oh, man, keeping that pirate ship going. But yeah, so David Ayer just posting some more stuff. I think he's getting a little more vocal. He's definitely getting a little more vocal when it comes to, or, you know, a little more like, hey, let me just throw some things out there. But I want him to post something that we have not fully seen before. That would be sweet. I don't know if he's like a little nervous to do that. Snyder said, fuck all. He said, I don't give a shit. I'm going to post whatever, you know. Snyder did not give a shit. Ayer is a little bit different. He's still trying to be like, hey, you know, I want my Ayer cut to come out, but hey, Warner Brothers, I still want to work for you. I'm still good. We're still good, right? We're still good. Yeah? You and me? We're good. But I'm just, you know, just going to sneak in some stuff right here. But, you know, it'd be cool if we could post my my version of Suicide Squad on your streaming service like you did with Zach. That'd be cool. But it's just, yeah. Zach said, fuck you guys, and said, I'm going to just do that and do that, you know, which that was great. I'm glad that Zach was like, fuck you guys. I'm going to post whatever I can get away with. Ayer's kind of, you know, playing it a little conservatively, you know, just kind of be like, all right, let me just little things here and there. So, but man, as soon as that guy wants to start talking, man, he has got an open invitation to the Vodka stream. Wouldn't that be freaking sweet? Maybe one of these days. He still follows me on Twitter. We follow each other. So maybe. And then this is pretty cool right here from Mr. J. He made this little art of Nightmare Flash right there. I thought that was really sweet. Always love that good art. What a Workshop is going to be working, of course, with Zach again for Rebel Moon. So that's pretty sweet. They've made, of course, great things. So working with Weta again. Hey, he's got the Phantom Zone in his hands. That's good cosplay right there. Like it. And then, hey, look at this. We got Stunt Viz from Moon Knight, which looks awesome. And, of course, this fight scene didn't happen in the fucking series. I swear, I love watching stunt previs. It's always so freaking intense. It's always so intense. Look at that kick. So goddamn sweet. But yeah, apparently this whole fight scene didn't even make it into the series. So good stunt viz right there. I like that. And then happy birthday to, of course, George Lucas, which I love that he wasn't born on May the 4th, but he was, I guess, born on May the 14th. So close enough. Close enough. And, oh my God, here we go again, guys. Here we go again. I think some of the cast members are being held hostage by Vin Diesel on Fast X. I don't know. What do you think?
Isn't it a miracle that we're filming this chapter of Fast?
Yeah, I mean, considering what everyone's just been through for the last couple of years, it's great to be back with
A real blessing.
our people.
Yeah. So fortunate, and just a reminder, you know, we always have to count our blessings, and we have to live in gratitude, because it's just a miracle that you have all been with us for so long, and we are able and honored to make something special for you. Yeah.
Well said.
Well said, whatever. I love, I think it was Steven that responded when I tweeted out. He says, is he sitting on her lap? That's pretty funny. But my God, I'm like, Natalie, blink twice if you need help. Holy shit. Awkward, cringy, whatever the fuck. My God. I'm telling you. I don't know what Vin Diesel's trying to do when it comes to these videos like that. It's just weird. It's just strange. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Ugh. Vin has a bad ego. I know. And he's trying to do something. He's trying to do something with these videos. Trying to assure people that, hey, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. It's It's like, no, man, you should have, when Paul Walker passed, you should have just ended it with 7. It was a great ending that you and James Wan fucking put, when it came with the cars and all that stuff. Beautiful ending. But no, you had to keep continuing because you got nothing else going for you. Ugh. Fuck. Name this album cover. On Higher Grounds. That's what I called this album right here. Yep, On Higher Grounds. I thought about saying Crispy and Higher Grounds. I thought about saying that. I almost tweeted that out. Extra Crispy and Higher Grounds. But I just put On Higher Grounds. That's my the name of that. Anyways, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is on track to become A24's highest grossing film of the domestic box office. This is what I'm talking about. That's right. Original films, guys. Original films. I love it. And every weekend it sees just small percentage drop. I mean, obviously it's not making as much as Doctor Strange or whatever, sure. But at the same time, I love the fact that this movie, which is one of my, I think maybe it's my second favorite because I think the Batman is still my top, favorite movie of the year. But I'm pretty sure this comes into a close second when it comes to my favorite movies of the year so far. So there you go. Shang-Chi. There you go. Here's the opposite. Ew! That's right. Little mini pizzas on a fucking pineapple. That's right. That just blows your mind right there, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm not really big on pineapple at all, but man. So there you go. The reverse. The reverse. This is like in a multiverse right here. Okay? In some kind of multiverse somewhere else, there's little mini pizzas on a slice of pineapple. Blah. Crazy. It seems like it's going to be very sour. Ugh. Yeah. Look at this. Man, 213 fucking responses to my tweet about giving me casting choices for Harvey Dent in the Batman 2. Man, that got a lot of engagement. And there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Yeah, there's Travis right there with his big, huge bucket. He had a bucket of fucking Slurpee. And then his internet went out for Friday's vodka stream. That was fucking hilarious. Hilarious. Bat and the cat. Bat and the cat. Bat and the cat. Bat and the cat. That's right. Greatest love story in comic books history right there. Bat and the cat. Bat and the cat. Gotta love it. And then, did you guys see this shit? Man. I don't know if this is actually, maybe this leaked and I probably shouldn't show it, but my God, they leaked footage of the canceled Deadpool animated series. Apparently they used Ryan Reynolds' audio, they used his voice for this footage right here. So you actually hear him, just it's actually lines from both movies. I think from the first movie mainly. But man, this test footage is pretty damn excellent. Why did they cancel it? Who the fuck knows? I think it was Donald Glover that was trying to get it going and everything. So that's disappointment. I do not understand why Fox or FX decided not to go with it. Seemed like that would have been a winner. But yes, here's the Aquaman Multiverse of Madness that's happening. We've got to remember that Alan Ritchson he was Aquaman in Smallville, right? So there's your Multiverse of Madness right there. And then, yes, guys, Saturday night, as I was writing and, trying to work on some things, I decided to put on War of the Worlds. I don't care what anybody says, man. War of the Worlds remake, that's fucking good shit, okay? Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg, man, that's just ultimate. They collab together. Obviously, you got Minority Report. Yeah, that's also fantastic. But Jesus Christ, War of the Worlds remake, that just goes hard, man. You always forget how fucking freaky and how crazy it was. I mean, literally, this scene right here, when Tom Cruise is running, it's yeah, you're gonna see Tom Cruise run again, but he's gonna be running through the ultimate nightmare right here, where people are getting vaporized all around him, and it gets so freaking crazy. It's just yeah, run, Tom, run, as he has ashes of dead bodies on him. And I mean, it's insane. Look at that shit. Such a good fucking movie. And then this scene right there, whew, yeah. I was live tweeting my watching A War of the Worlds. And the moral of the story, kids, germs are good, because if aliens invade, they will get sick and die. That's what happens. Spoiler alert, but yes. Moral of the story of War of the Worlds, germs are good. Yeah. And then I watched Oblivion right after that, so that's good. And then, of course, we have this right here. I mean, hey, this is what a lot of people, I mean, people are already saying, like, oh, wait for Secret Wars. The Secret Wars movie is going to be crazy. There's going to be so many cameos. And I'm like, that hasn't even been fucking announced yet. There are people out there that weren't satisfied by all the cameos from Multiverse of Madness that they're already talking about, like, Secret Wars. And look at that. It's going to have all, it's going to have everybody. Everybody's going to be coming back. Shut the hell up. Oh, so annoying. So annoying. And then don't be fooled, guys, please. Okay? We've seen this before. Deja freaking vu, okay? I tweeted this out because I'm like, here we go again. Remember before the Snyder Cut came out, there was like a certain other website that kept tweeting out imminent, like about articles that said imminent. The Snyder Cut, it's imminent. And now we got another website that's doing the same thing. Air cut imminent. We're going to be seeing that. It's like every other week. Oh, yeah, it's going to be coming out. It's like, yes, we know. We're just waiting for it, okay? But nobody knows when. Okay? If anybody knows when, it's going to be like, anybody that's working with WBD, sure. And then maybe David Ayer, has had maybe some conversations, but nobody knows. Okay? Nobody knows. And this is what I hate. I hate seeing this stuff again because I hate it when people feed into this stuff, and I could see it from a mile away that it's just BS. Like, you're just guessing. Okay? That's all you're doing. It's just guessing. And that's what certain other people were doing when it came to the Snyder Cut. Okay? And then there was even an article today from the same website right here, Geekosity, was the fact that they said that Mr. Michael DeLuca, they called him, they said he was a producer on Snyderverse movies. That is not true. They said something about, I forgot exactly what it was. It said a previous producer of the Snyderverse movies is going to be coming back. Maybe coming back to run DC Studios. And I talked about that last week. Michael DeLuca, and I forgot the other person's name, but they're from MGM, and they might be coming over to Warner Brothers Discovery to maybe help out and do some stuff, run some film departments, whatever the hell. But they refer to that person, to Michael DeLuca, as a Snyderverse producer, and the way that they use their tricks to, come up with these crazy articles, so then you'd click on them, is the fact that at one point that when he was working with, New Line and everything like that, was at the fact that he might have worked for Charles Roven at one point, but it didn't happen. It was going to be for possibly the Gavin O'Connor sequel to Suicide Squad. Remember when that was a whole thing? Yeah, there was a chance that Mr. DeLuca was going to come on and do that, but it didn't happen. But then they utilized that to have that headline that, hey, guess what? There's going to be one of the old producers of the Snyderverse movies is coming back. It's like, no, he would never was. So don't be fooled, people. Don't be fooled by this shit. Please don't be fooled by this. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Don't be fooled when it comes to that. Okay, I'm not talking about Grace right now. I'm talking about these guys that are literally taking advantage of people. I get freaking the finger pointed at me that I just do shit for clicks and clout and everything like that. And then you got these guys, and then the same people that are accusing me of that are paying attention to this bullshit. I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. Okay, it's like, yeah, obviously, if the AR cut does come out, it's going to come on HBO Max. We don't know exactly when it's going to be. It could be this year, could be next year. Who the fuck knows? But I hate it when it's like, oh yeah, it's imminent, guys. It's fucking imminent. It's imminent. It's like, shut up. Stop it. You know what you're doing. We know what you're fucking doing, okay? Ugh. I've seen it before. Fucking deja vu. That's what when I read that, I felt like Neo in Matrix 4. Anyways, rant over. Remember this, guys? Remember when Comic-Con was happening in 2018 and everybody was thinking that Zack Snyder was going to show up at Comic-Con because he was at a hotel like right across the water of San Diego, And a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's happening. And then I went, hey guys, I don't think it's actually happening, because I was told that nothing was actually happening. And that was a fun weekend. I felt like John McClane after the first Die Hard, yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ, my mentions were a mess, because it didn't happen, and nothing was actually set to happen. There's still people that are like, I mean, again, I keep on talking about how when it comes to the further we get from the releasing of the Snyder Cut, the more craziness is going to be happening. And all of a sudden people are talking about, this old conspiracy, which is not a conspiracy. Like, there's people that are very much in the know, who have conversations with the man himself, who know that no, nothing was going to happen. It was actually a coincidence, but hey, it's whatever. But man, that was a crazy weekend, because I had to be the asshole to be like, guys, don't get your hopes up. I don't think there's not going to be anything showing up. And then when it didn't happen, I was like, see, it told you. And man, dog pile. So that brought me back. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, I got triggered by Mikey always being right? No, I think you got triggered for me ranting off about that there, buddy. I mean, Mattia, I love you, but you really got to pick and choose who you're going to follow, because it's just going to, again, it's going to be a TCN thing, man. That's what it is. I'm not getting triggered by that. Well, I mean, I guess I am, because I hate the fact that people take advantage of groups of people like that. So what can you do? That's just the way it is. That's what I hate seeing, because I could see, I know the tricks. I see the tricks. I could utilize the tricks if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. That's the thing. And then look at this. The new Firestarter movie, lower at the box office than the original 1984 movie. And then I just feel sorry for Zac Efron. He's just like, I mean, whatever. The guy's still in great shape. Look at all the veins in his fucking arms, but Jesus Christ, poor guy. It's like, goddamn. And the Cincinnati Reds, they lost to the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday by I don't know how they lost by, even when they pitched a no-hitter. Look at the Pirates didn't even get a no-hitter, but the Reds didn't win. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But what could you do? The Northman, all that stuff. Happy anniversary to Mad Max doing all that. There's that. And then this is pretty funny right here. Somebody, Vincent Marcus, did like a little sketch when it came to the whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing. Thank you, of course, Mr. Mike G. What's up? What do you think of anything going to happen, if anything, on the 18th? I don't think anything's going to happen. I don't think anything is going to happen when it comes to things that we'd want to happen. We'll talk about it. That's going to be the first subject right there, but we'll get to it. But thank you for the $5 super chat right there. Thank you for the $5 super chat. So, and then when it came to, the Giants played the worst game that they ever played this season yesterday, to the point where Albert Pujols actually pitched the last inning. It was 15-6 Cardinals. That was brutal. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to talk about that. And then did you guys see this? Did you guys see the trailer for Prey, the Predator prequel? This has my attention, from the director of 10 Cloverfield Lane. This should be interesting. Prequel. That's right. And anybody complaining about this? You shouldn't be. Look at that shit. I am excited for this, because this is going to bring the Predator franchise back to its roots. Okay? People complaining about this? I mean, just watch the first Predator. Watch Predators, okay? Both of those movies take on predators in a very, primitive fashion, okay? That's what's happening. That's what's happening in those movies. And thank you, Top 10 Den, with my Leafs out of the playoffs. The Snyderverse is the win that karma gods have been holding on for me. Well, hopefully, right? Hey, Netflix is finally bringing back Black Mirror, so that'll be good. I know they took a little break, but looking forward to a new season of that. There's that. I don't really care. We'll talk about that, of course. And we got the Sandman stuff. Yeah, there's some Netflix stuff that came out that showed some new stuff. Of course, Sandman, Stranger Things, some of the new things that are be coming out soon. Geeked Week 2002. So a lot of people, we got these companies that are just showing showing what they have right there. So, happy 39th anniversary to the first time that Michael Jackson did the moonwalk, which was, awesome. Yep, there it is. Pretty cool. Never give up, guys. Keep going strong. We got The Boys, of course, new poster and a new trailer that just showed up today. Hey, Ed Skrein. Did I say his name right? I don't know. I mean, I am begging for some fucking Rebel Moon snacks, please. And I guess we got a little bit of it, because now we have 2 new cast members to the Rebel Moon cast. Ed Skrein has replaced Rupert Friend. You know me, I say names wrong, because of scheduling conflicts. And then Fra-Fee, Cleopatra Coleman, and Ryan Reese have also been cast in the film. So some added cast members, which is great. And it's pretty interesting, too, because, I've been kind of like... I've been wanting some snacks when it comes to this, but I'm kind of wondering, like, when it comes to... I'm wondering if production got kind of halted for a little bit when it came to Rebel Moon, and mainly probably because they needed to get a new actor in for of course, Rupert Friend or whatever his name is. But hey, Ed Skrein, that's actually, to me, that's a little bit of an upgrade. Francis! Oh, Francis! Yeah. Obviously, of course, we mainly known for being Francis in the first Deadpool movie. So, but yeah, so some new cast members right there. And, of course, we'll talk about that. And this is pretty cool right here. We got this Batman figurine that's going on right here. Or not Batman figurine, but, a new design for a Batman right here. So, look pretty cool. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying not my Reed Richards. And then look at the arm game going on right here. Jeez. Thor, Love and Thunder. We got Valkyrie and, of course, the mighty Thor herself. Just showing off those arms, Ran. I mean, how do we feel about, hey, there's nothing wrong with showing some good, female armage going on right there. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I know some people don't like it, especially in this society that we live in now. You got those guys that, of course, find wokeisms and everything, and they call it like the Mishiyu, which is like, okay, I mean, I guess that's kind of creative, but whatever. But at the same time, I'm like, what's wrong with some arm game for the ladies? Nothing wrong with that. I mean, they're playing gods, kind of need that. It's just like, it's whatever. But I mean, I think they look pretty damn fantastic. I'm not sure who this character is down here in the corner. I saw people talking about it. I'm not too sure who that is. I forgot the name that I saw like flash up on my timeline. But if anybody knows, hey, that's funny. But anyways, but I think it's great. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with a little bit of arm game when it comes to the ladies in the MCU. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, they're pretty damn yoked right there. I'll allow you. So, anybody complaining about this? I don't know why you're complaining about this. I think they look great. I think they absolutely look great. But, hey, what can you do, Goddess Bast. Okay, that's what I saw. Thank you, Selena. Goddess Bast. That's who that is. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that character. So not too sure, but at the same time, I'm like, hey, and then of course, hey, look, got a little basket of grapes right there. You got to keep some nutrients going in. You got to keep those arms going. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Like it. And then speaking of Zach, Zach's just having fun. He's just having fun, playing some ping pong right here. What does it mean, guys? What does it mean? What does it mean? It means that something's coming now. I mean, sometimes you got to relax a little bit. Like, not everything means something. I mean, sometimes, yeah, maybe it does. But I think Zach's just having fun playing some ping pong right now at his house. I'm sure this is at his home. And, again, the guy has has the energy of a fucking 8-year-old. And made this really cool shot right here. I mean, obviously he hit it 3 times, but I thought it was cool that he did it like right there. But yeah, there's Zach just being Zach right there. You gotta love that. Yeah, he's gonna show up on ping pong. Yeah, ping pong flicks, right? He's gonna show up on Chris's. He's gonna show up on Chris's channel and announce some shit. Maybe, I don't know. And then of course we got the full-on trailer for The Boys season 3, which, my God. Homelander just looks so insane right here. Those eyes and everything. My God. Look at those fucking eyes, man. He's so good. Mr. Anthony Starr, so good at Homelander. Can't wait. Trailer was great. Can't wait for the new season. Yes. Yes. And then good old Mr. Ray Porter on Fox 9/11. Right there. Look at that. Thank you, of course, Mr. Whatchamacallit. Arm game is fine. Yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, is that what it is? Okay. But yeah, Ray Porter, of course, still killing it out there. Man, he's just showing up on all kinds of things. So, there you go, guys. There's the tweets right there. Of course, Monday's show, it always runs a little longer. Let's talk about some David Zaslav stuff. So, what did you miss, Steph? Just me talking nonsense about a lot of stuff. You missed Zack Snyder playing some ping pong. He's a good ping pong player and apparently a good badminton player too. Arm game is fine, but it's the perpetual over-masculization of female characters that I think is now painting an unrealistic image for young girls. So Chris Hemsworth is not an unrealistic, they're not painting an unrealistic image of dudes? I don't know about you. I mean, I try, but, I'm not going to ever look like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill. I mean, it's always kind of funny. It's like, it's unrealistic. I'm like, well, yeah, look at the dudes. Those guys are unrealistic as well. They're playing gods. They're getting paid to get in incredible shape. I don't know. That's just funny to me when you say that. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and yeah, you could do it if you juice up. I mean, it's don't let anybody fool you when it comes to even Dwayne Johnson. I mean, they're taking stuff for that. Okay. I mean, if we wanted to do it too, I mean, you can't tell me that when you saw that shot of Chris Hemsworth, all just the biggest he's ever looked. It's like, yeah, he's fucking taking some shit. I'm sure, some stuff was taken. That's just what happens. You got to get jacked in like 2 months or whatever the hell, 3 months. You're going to be taking a little bit of shortcuts and, of course, working your ass off. So, yeah, that's what it is. That's all. Just got to do it natural. Just eat some eggs, chicken, steak. That's right. All right. Enough with physiques. All right, here we go. All right, so Dave Zaslav. Let's finally get to this right here. Take a little drink right there. Dave Zaslav and what's going to be happening. Like I said, I'm glad I got the question asked. I'm glad we got the question asked that about the Warner Brothers Upfront, Warner Brothers Discovery Upfront that's happening on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, but don't get your hopes up on things. I've seen some people that are getting their hopes up on things. That certain side of the fandom, I've seen tweets and stuff that people are getting their hopes up, thinking that, I don't know what they think it's going to happen. Maybe they think that David Ayer and Zack Snyder are going to come skipping on stage. They're just going to be like, yeah, what's up, guys? And then they're just going to, hey, we're going to restore everything. And I don't know. I think some people think that. But I have benefit of the doubt. Yeah, hey, I have seen people that go like, hey, I'm not getting my hopes up. I hope something happens, but I'm not getting my hopes up. And I'm like, there you go. High five. I know we don't agree on things, but hey, we agree on this, right? Yeah, don't get your hopes up. Anything? Nothing? Nothing? Fist bump? Okay, I guess not. But yeah, I wouldn't get your hopes up because, I think a lot of people don't understand. I think some people don't understand what exactly it is when it comes to this upfront thing. I mean, it's everything upfront. Like, hey, we're advertisers. This is for ads, by the way. This whole thing is for advertisers and basically just like, hey, this is all our shit. Come at us. What do you want? Come at us. Let's have the money. I guess you could say have the money up front. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but at the same time, it's like, okay, we're going to show you what we have in store, but I don't know if there's going to be anything like brand new that's going to be announced. Maybe they'll show some previews of the shit that's coming. Sure, they might show some of that stuff, but I wouldn't think there's going to be anything that's going to be like, oh my God. I think it's just basically going, hey, we need we need some advertisers. And it's different too nowadays. It's not like the normal stuff. Like when it usually was the case, it was always about like, when you have TV and try to get advertisers for that, that's a whole different media. Now you got streaming. It's a little bit different. When I was thinking about like all this stuff today, I brought up this, and I think I brought up this article before too. This was when it was talking about the Warner Brothers Discovery Upfront right here. I mean, it was this article that says right here, Warner Brothers Discovery sets unified Upfront for May 18th. This came out over a month ago. And, there was like the paragraphs right here. It says like other media companies, Warner Brothers Discovery is facing new demands from advertisers who are moving dollars from linear TV to streaming video, a move that is changing the nature of TV ad sales. Advertisers want to use new kinds of data to align their commercials with narrower groups of consumers, which as people likely to buy cars or see a movie debut. That has been harder to accomplish on traditional TV, but easier to navigate with streaming services, which are delivered by interactive and broadband technology. So just kind of stuff like that. And even the article before that, or the paragraph before that, says both companies have been working with media buyers and advertisers to test new systems of measuring audiences. Warner has enlisted firms such as iSpot, ComScore, and Video Amp, and is testing them with Interpublic Group. With Discovery had an alliance with Omnicom Media Group and clients like State Farm and AT&T. So that's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's not like, that's why I say don't get your hopes up. I'm still going to cover it on Wednesday. We'll see what happens with it. Hopefully, we can get some new footage of things and we can get a better plan when it comes to this. But we got this article right here that was released today from Variety saying David Zaslav outlines Warner Brothers Discovery's focus on financial opportunities in memo to staff. And thank you, Mr. DJ, for the $5 super chat. That'd be funny if Aaron Snyder dance on stage. Like, yeah, wouldn't that would be. It would be cool. I mean, that'd be a good way to announce it right there. So months before, so this is whole thing. And we got this quote right here. As we build this new company, we need to be guided by data and insights to understand what's working and what's not. This is from the memo right here. It's also important that we work more collaboratively across businesses so that we're able to be strategic in our decision-making and best serve customers across all platforms. This will enable us to achieve a more efficient and impactful organization and a stronger business overall. So this is the whole thing right here. Of course, I'm not going to read it all, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to do that. But, just certain things that was in this memo right here. I mean, David Zaslav really means business right here. Invest in our creative engines. Our goal is to reach an even bigger global audience with a broad set and most compelling offering of content across all platforms. Establish a new WBD culture. We must all work together to build a single, cohesive, collaborative culture and start operating as one team. Outperform the U.S. ad sales Upfront on Wednesday. We'll host our first ever Warner Brothers Discovery Upfront in New York City, and the work by our two legacy teams executed to get us here is nothing short of spectacular. We have every advantage going into negotiations, and we're excited to celebrate the results. So that's what he talked about when it came to this Wednesday. And you talk about reinforce CNN's critical role in the world. Well, they've really, done that to themselves. So you have a lot of work to do there when it comes to that, Mr. Zaslav. That's for sure. But yeah, just basically sending out this memo to be like, hey guys, this is the plan. Let's do it. We're a month into this thing. We got this. And then there was this article right here that could possibly shine some light on some good that might be coming. This is from Puck News. What the puck? Can Alan Horn come home again? Now, we heard about this before. We heard about a possibility of Alan Horn coming back to Warner Brothers, and we all were like, yes, please. We need you, buddy. Let's get this asshole over here. His name's Toby. He sucks. He fucking sucks. Yeah. So the biggest rumor swirling around town is that Alan Horn is returning to Warner Brothers under the new Zaz era. I like that, the Zaz era. Rather than partake in the rumor mongering, I picked up the phone and asked Horn myself. What? Crazy. But of course, you have to subscribe to this whole thing and everything like that. But in the film world, that would be an executive equivalent of a blockbuster. Horn has enjoyed one of the great Hollywood careers over 5 decades. He co-founded Castle Rock, got rich on Seinfeld, then joined Warner Brothers, where he is credited with popularizing the tentpole strategy of pouring huge resources into a small number of high-priority films like Harry Potter or Batman or The Hobbit that prop up the entire studio. Time Warner CEO Jeff Books pushed Horn out at the age of 68 in 2011. I know, I'm like, wow, he was 68 in 2011. That means he's in his 70s right now. It's like, I think the dude might want to retire. A decision that Bob Iger quickly capitalized on. During Horn's tenure, Disney remade itself as a mega hit factory, producing almost exclusively pre-branded tentpoles from the Marvel, Pixar, Lucasfilm, Disney Studios, and Disney Animation units, releasing $20 billion grossers and setting an industry high watermark of $11 billion in global box office in 2019, a feat that few believe will ever be replicated. So yeah, it's easy to see why Zaslav would be interested in Horn, especially since Zaz has made it clear to insiders that he wants to remake Warner's in the image of Disney with siloed units like DC, New Line, and Animation run by individual creative leaders. That's what Zaslav wants right there. And, I mean, we're just kind of like going like, yeah, that seems like the way to go. I mean, you think that Warner Brothers would be wanting to do that before, but I mean, it's a whole different ball game now with the whole streaming and everything like that. But it's good news to hear that. If Alan Horn comes back, cool. And then maybe he could just like come back, be like this, that, and this. And then you got DeLuca coming in too, and he's like this, that, and this. And everything just kind of goes, I mean, things have already gotten better in my eyes when it comes to, I mean, I think HBO Max is a great service. I think to be honest, I probably watch more movies on there than the other services at the moment. So I like how, I like the library. I like what it has. I mean, yeah, it can get a little iffy when it comes to the app, but at the same time, I mean, that is the future right there. But I'm just kind of hoping that what happens with all this is, I mean, Zaslav has a plan and he's putting it into, into play. And obviously the Upfront's going to show more of that plan. And obviously because they have to get the advertisers to come in. But I think we're in for, I mean, obviously Warner Brothers is turning around and it's just like, but it also baffles your mind. It's like, well, what's been happening for like the last like decade or whatever when it comes to the strategy of trying to be better than Disney or better than Netflix or anything like that. You just kind of wonder like, what the hell is happening with all that? What is happening? It's Alakazoo. He got put in timeout. What was he saying? So take a drink. So Zaslav is just coming in and going like, all right, we need to have a plan. We need to have something. And, I think we're going to be hearing all that. I think that's the main thing that we're going to be hearing on Wednesday is the fact that, we're going to be hearing what the full-on plan is, and he's just going to put it out there, and then he's going to show some stuff, and it's going to be cool, and it's going to be great, and that's pretty much it. Top of the evening. The F word. Oh, he said the flush. Oh, he said flush. Oh, boy. You guys have really, I mean, that was the the moderators. They're the, I mean, okay. I mean, yeah, the flush. I know I hate that. I do hate when people refer to it as that, even though it's like, man, unneeded when it comes to that. But the fact of the matter is, on Wednesday they might be showing footage of the Flash to kind of like, hey, look at what we got coming. Remember, you hearing all this multiverse stuff? Well, we got a multiverse movie that's coming out too. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, if they were really going to be like, hey, we got some shit coming, I wouldn't be surprised if they flat out show Michael Keaton full on, like in the bat suit. That's not like some pre thing. It's like a full on, like great shot of him or some action of him or whatever the fuck. I wouldn't be surprised if they show that off and be like, hey, this is what we got, people. So, I don't know. We hate Disney, but want WB to be like Disney. Gallant Productions. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, again, I still enjoy Disney stuff because, yeah, I enjoy Marvel stuff. I enjoy Doctor Strange. I'm enjoying the show. Looking forward to Obi-Wan. And no, it's all about the business side of it, man. The business side. Okay, we're not saying that that Warner Brothers Discovery has to, like, hey, now we're going to take the DC universe and just make every movie the exact same, use like a formula to make it the exact same. No, we're not wanting that. And we're not wanting Warner Brothers to remake every animation that they have, any animated movie, into a live action. We're not asking that. We're just hoping that, yes, that maybe they can take on Disney by, like, that's pretty much what he's saying when it comes to even bringing in Alan Horn and the whole streaming platform and the way that they're nailing it. Disney is fucking nailing it when it comes to Disney Plus, when it comes to the movies. We just want that for Warner Brothers. We want them to be nailing the streaming, that's what it is, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. What else can we do? What else do we want to do? I mean, they are killing it right now. Disney is killing it. It's not like we want the movies and everything to be, what they're doing. We still want Warner Brothers Discovery to have these filmmakers and these creators do their own thing and have their own stamp into the content. That's what we want. As opposed to, Disney doesn't really do that. But of course they did with Sam Raimi, which was great at least. So that's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. What are we talking about here? We're talking about Catwoman. I know the Mickey Mouse is going to show up and dive bomb my live stream right here. Let's see. Anyways, okay. So, all right. Let's briefly talk about the Amber Heard thing. Okay. I already did a short video because, obviously the case, they took like a week and a half off, 2 weeks off. I don't even remember how long they took off, but of course they reconvened in court today, and she took the stand, and there were some interesting things that was said, and of course with the whole makeup and the bruising, but we don't need to get into that. The biggest thing was the fact that so she's now confirming the fact that yes, she is in Aquaman 2. Less than 10 minutes. That was all true. Grace did say that, right? For people that say Grace is never right, Grace did say that. Now it's confirmed. But this is like just a little brief the exchange that was happening between on her on the stand when she talked about it right here. So, we don't have video. I couldn't find any video, but we have this right here. Have you participated in Aquaman 2? Heard said, I have. I fought really hard to stay in the movie. They didn't want to include me in the film. Gee, I wonder why. We heard about that when Hamada apparently testified and said, like, yeah, we didn't want her to come back because her and Momoa didn't have the best of chemistry. And, some people agree with that. Some people don't. I'm one of the people that thought, yeah, it wasn't terrible, but I thought there could have been better chemistry between the two of them. And then lawyer said, were you ultimately able to film in Aquaman 2? Heard says, a very pared down version of that role. Yes. Lawyer says, what if anything changed in the script? Heard said, I was given a script, then given new versions of the script that had taken away scenes that had action in it and depicted my character and another character, without giving spoilers away, two characters fighting with one another. They basically took a bunch of my role. They just removed a bunch. So there you go. Oop, not that. So, like we've been talking about, it's the fact that, yes, that she's going to be in it very little. She's going to be in it very little. less than 10 minutes, and, she's not going to be part of any of the marketing, that's for damn sure. They're probably not going to even mention her name. I mean, let's face facts. I mean, no matter what, how you feel, whose side you're on when it comes to this damn stupid case, I mean, it's whatever you choose, that's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's funny because I see on my timeline where people are everybody always calls the other side delusional. They're delusional. It's like, Jesus Christ. If anybody's delusional, it's the two people that the fucking case is about. They're the ones that are constantly delusional and stuff like that. I mean, the drug taking, the alcohol, I mean, they're just fucked up. They're fucked up. And then there's a possibility she might have done it on the stand. That was weird. People who actually do, who have partaken in such a, they go, holy shit. that was interesting, but whatever. We don't need to talk about that. But yeah, she's not going to be in it that much. And then I wouldn't be surprised if they do decide, when it comes to Aquaman 3, they'll probably recast her. I don't know if the whole thing with Emilia Clarke will end up going through. Will Warner Brothers actually listen to the fact that, hey, they listen, if they want to be like Disney listened to people fan casting John Krasinski as Reed Richards. So maybe Warner Brothers will listen to the people and be like, everybody's saying Emilia Clarke. Let's give her a shot as Mera. And they could easily do it. I think people would be actually okay with it. I think remember the stupid petitions, the change.org petitions. I guess it's like over 3 million now. It's like, geez, it's bad. It is definitely bad. There has to be an Aquaman 3. Yeah, true. I know. That's the thing too. It's like, is Aquaman 2 going to be successful? There's so many things. Yeah, just recap. I mean, but at the same time, it's like if she's in it less than 10 minutes and you're talking about Aquaman 2, there's a lot of green screen, blue screen. Dare they do a Tig Notaro Army of the Dead kind of thing? Huh? I'm not saying Tig Notaro to be Mera, even though, hey, that would be fucking insane and funny and crazy if Tig Notaro ended up being Mera. Can you imagine that? No. But, remember how Zach had to replace Chris D'Elia in Army of the Dead, and Zach had to do it with live footage that didn't have any green screen in the back. And they could easily do it, but I don't think they will. I'm just saying. It would be a lot easier than the task that Zach had to do because, first off, she's not in it as much. And second off, like everything, I mean, you're talking about an Aquaman film here. Pretty much damn near everything is in front of a fucking green or blue screen. So that would be kind of funny if they did that. I don't think they will, though. So, yeah, see. Anyways, all right. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The people that didn't get enough fucking cameos. Well, apparently there's all kinds of cameos according to some things right here. Now, take it all with a grain of salt. A lot of this is just rumors. But there's some articles from the MCU Direct right here. Post-credit scene with Deadpool, which I thought could have been a perfect. I mean, I thought that it would have been cool in that whole when they were just like him and America Chavez were just like going through all the portals and seeing all this stuff. I thought that would have been a cool spot for it. But then again, that would have taken away from that scene. But yeah, if you're gonna have a scene where Bruce Campbell is done beating himself up, I mean, why not just have Deadpool show up right there? But so apparently there was something that had to do with there. Turned out Reynolds true to his words, and not going to happen. But apparently that was one of the things. So somebody sent me a list of 5 characters that were going to be in the movie that were cut. So apparently, the Wanda killing MCU Mordo, that was real. That was going to happen. Michael Fassbender was going to turn up as Magneto, I said to my source. So there's that. Were any of these filmed? And this person said, filmed, but ultimately cut from the theatrical version, which is what my source relates. Like, okay, so Michael Fassbender actually filmed scenes as Magneto? That is interesting. I don't know if that's, that just seems a little weird. Like, why would you want to remove that? But then again, who knows when it comes to that. So apparently, according to this, but like I said, take it with a grain of salt. But then there's other people that have heard the same things too. And then, of course, there was Balder the Brave was mentioned, which a lot of people, like over the weekend, they were talking about Daniel Craig was originally going to be part of the Illuminati. And everybody was saying like, oh, Daniel Craig, they wanted him as Reed Richards. Yeah, Daniel Craig. And that seemed a little weird to me because I don't see Daniel Craig as a Reed Richards. But a lot of people were running with that. But apparently he was playing Balder the Brave instead, but couldn't make it, or, scheduling conflicts or whatever the fuck. And then to make things even more, they said Ghost Rider, which is very interesting, as a member of the Illuminati. And this is from Nick Mason. Oh, was he going to be in the Illuminati? James said, yeah, I guess he was going to fight Wanda and probably die. And then Deadpool was going to be in the post-credit scene. So that's what that all is. And then, of course, there's all mentions of it with, like, right here, deleted scene, and then reportedly Ghost Rider fight scene right there. So who knows? Who knows? And who knows if we're gonna get any of these scenes revealed? I mean, if the information's out there, if it's rumored, and a lot of people were still wanting like all these cameos, they might as well just release them if those were obviously you're not gonna release a Ghost Rider scene because that would take a bunch of visual effects. But if the Fassbender Magneto thing is real, I would say release something with that. But I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, I think we all would like to see that. I remember I was like, man, could you imagine if Michael Fassbender showed up? I mean, obviously, father-daughter kind of thing. I mean, Ian McKellen probably would have been cool too. But yeah, so yeah, take that with a grain of salt. But that's what was kind of floating around. But yeah, get over the whole Daniel Craig Reed Richards thing. That wasn't the case. A lot of people were running with that, but apparently he was playing Balder. His relation to Thor. So. Yeah. Cool. I just can't. Yeah. When I was like, Daniel Craig is Reed Richards, that doesn't feel right. But then again, I like Daniel Craig. But yeah. Netflix, last thing. So Netflix is also doing their own thing of like, hey, shut up kind of thing. Because after the whole Dave Chappelle thing, they're just kind of basically, and then, they had workers that did a walkout, that protested, all that stuff. And now, like, according to Wall Street Journal, Netflix to employees, if you don't like our content, you can quit. And to be honest, I think every company should do this, and it should go both ways. Okay? Now, when it comes to the whole, like, if you're offended by what's being said by a comedian, I'm sorry. Then you could quit. But then on the other side, if they do some stuff where like people are like, fucking hey, look at how woke this shit is. I can't stand it. But yeah, but there's still an audience for it. All right. You have to be okay with that too. So it has to go both directions. And I think companies really should be doing that. It's like, hey, you don't like the content, you can fucking quit. Go work somewhere else. I mean, I've always said that about any of this kind of stuff. It's like, hey, if you don't like what's happening, you could quit. But apparently, yeah, streaming giant adds new artistic expression, which is what we all want, section in the first update to corporate culture guidelines since 2017. And I dig that. Netflix is really Netflix is trying to get back to they've seen a dip. They've definitely seen a dip. So this is one of the things where they're trying to correct the course that they're in, because a lot of people are like, damn, this content is not really that great. And then, of course, with the stock going down and subscribers going down, they just started canceling things left and right and blah, blah, blah. But, man, but when it comes to, like, Dave Chappelle especially, that got a lot of fucking eyes. And then, of course, there was protests and walkouts. Now they're just to the point where, like, hey, if you don't like it, you work somewhere else kind of thing. And I'm like, good on them. Good on them. Yeah, if you don't like it, work somewhere else. Because when that whole thing happened, you could just tell that there's just people that did not watch that special, did not watch the ending, at least, of his special where he talked about that story, where he talked about the friend that he made that was trans and what happened with that. It was well done, well spoken, well everything. And it's like, man, when you hear that, you go, okay, how did you get that from, But, yeah, it's pretty interesting. But, yeah, good on Netflix, and hopefully other companies do that, too. It's like, hey, you don't like some things, you don't like artistic expression, whether it's on this side of the spectrum or that side of the spectrum, get the fuck out. That's the way it should be, okay? It should be on all, everybody should have a voice. And if you don't like it, well, fuck off kind of thing. That's the way I look at it. Okay. Anyways, all right, let's get to the Twitter questions. Let me take a little sip of wine. They want subscribers back. Yeah. Yeah, it was very overblown, Stephanie. Very overblown, because you could tell that people didn't actually pay attention to what he was saying. And then it's like, you know, and then of course there's jokes. And if you get offended by jokes, it's like, all right, but it's jokes. Remember, it's jokes. All right, Twitter questions. Carrie, hey Dave, chances of Amber getting completely replaced in Aquaman 2 after getting murdered in the cross-examination today. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just funny. Again, like, even if you're on the side of her, you can't just fully be like, oh, she's completely innocent, because I've gotten into it with people that think she's completely innocent, and then it was actually one specific person, and they deleted all their tweets because I was like, do you think Amber Heard is completely innocent? And she said, absolutely. And then I went, well, there you go. We can't have a conversation then. But then all of a sudden she deleted all the tweets because she realized she fucked up. Because you can't just watch this whole thing and think she's either one of them. No matter what side you're on, you can't think that either one of them are completely innocent. That's the thing. That's what I hate about this whole bias thing nowadays. I don't know if they'll actually full-on replace her. But like I said, it would be easier than what Zach had to do when it came to the Chris D'Elia Tignataro thing, for sure. Eric Blake, hey Dave, here's an interesting question in honor of Top Gun Maverick. Is there an 80s flick that's never gotten a sequel that you'd love to see? To see a sequel for? Fuck. See, you always put me on the spot with some of this stuff like that. I'd have to think about that. Trying to think of anything. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. And no, you can't cheat with a sequel that's been announced. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any thing in the 80s that I'd want as a sequel. Yeah, I'd have to think about that one. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Edward, with DC potentially having its own studio, do you think? Well, it's going to have its own studio. I don't know. I think there's no potentially, for sure. I think it's definitely going to have its own studio. Do you think more content will be made, just like how Disney has Star Wars and Marvel making several projects a year? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, according to Dave Zaslav. Bertz, you think we will see any Constantine announcements at the WB Upfront event? I don't think so. I don't know if there's anything that's going to be brand spanking new that they're going to announce. I think they're just going to be like, here's where we're going. This is what we have so far. That's my thoughts, but I hope there's some new stuff. Mr. John Baker, upfronts aren't known for big announcements. Yep, you're absolutely correct. But do you think there might be a few to set the tone? Yeah, see, that's what I'm kind of wondering. It's like, the upfronts are not known for being like, hey, we got this coming out and this coming out and that coming out. No, it's mainly just like, hey, this is what we got. This is where our plan is, blah, blah, blah. Give us money. But then again, maybe Zaslav will be like, well, maybe we should take advantage and we'll reveal this thing that we haven't talked about, or something. I don't know. I would hope so, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Just definitely not getting my hopes up. Ryan, all these cameos. What do we do with these beautiful, the American Hero, right? Yeah. That's an oldie but goodie. There's one that needed a sequel right there. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid. Jesus Christ. Mike Soups Kenobi. Which scene from David Ayer's Suicide Squad are you most looking forward to seeing? For me, it's a scene where the Joker is in a judge's bed wearing his wife's wig. Well, you're a little bit of a freak there, Mr. Soups Kenobi. I want to see the original ending where the Joker shows up. He was actually there in the original ending with Enchantress and all that stuff. That's what I want to see. When it comes to the Ayer cut, I want to see that instead. I want to see that ending. That's what I'm looking forward to when it comes to the Ayer cut. I want to see that specific, the original ending that was supposed to be there with the Joker, and then of course we see him, with the grenade and the bye-bye kind of thing. I want to see that. I want to see that entire scene. That is what would be cool. All right, guys. There we go. Monday show in the books. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. Like I said, we'll do, hopefully there should be a show tomorrow too. Granted, there's news to talk about, but we'll definitely we'll definitely, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the Upfront on Wednesday, and I'll definitely be having a show then for sure. But make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. If you want to become a member, hit the join button. Do all of that. And yeah, if you want to join the Patreons, you know, help the pirate ship right there, you can do so. We got the Film Junkie Plaza down below. Everything that you want right there. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same Junkie time, same Junkie channel. All right. Talk to you later.